This is the first chess lesson, mating motifs. Going to be nice and brisk, taking you through some examples. The examples will be on mate along open lines, Anastasia mate, the Arabian mate, the Queen Bishop battery, the Queen Rook battery, and Boden's mate. There's these guys good examples that you can also write down and study them in your own time. I'm going to use chess.com as platform to study the games, to take you through the examples. The first one is a Lasker Meyer game, and it's about mate along open files. So just going to quickly take you through these examples to give the example of how to use the open files. Okay, so that's the first one. The next example is a Yusupov Schlosser game in 97 as white. So this is the second example. So these are the open file ones. The next example will be Anastasia mate. This is quite a spectacular combination where the attacking side used the combination power of the queen, the rook, and the knight. Okay, so it's from black perspective. So this is quite important. The knight occupying the e2 square. The king have to run away. The queen comes in with a check, which is sacrifice. You can see the knight is protecting these g3 and g1 squares, and then the rook can come in with a mate. That's Anastasia's mate. Here's another example of Anastasia's mate. It's a bit more complicated, but let's just run with it. So again, the e2 square, the queen getting rid of the knight, the rook coming in, and there we go. This is quite a nice example. This is another Yusupov game, also from a black perspective. This is the Arabian Mate. This is quite a very old motif where the rook and the knight deliver the mate. So also a good one to practice. So there's a sacrifice. And there we go. Okay, so that's quite a fun one. That's the Arabian Mate. Here's another example of the Arabian Mate between Reiner and the world champion Steinitz. This is in 1860 from a black perspective Steinitz. So white is left without a defense after this move. And there we go. Quite a fun one. We're moving over to the Queen Bishop battery. This example from 1897. Okay, just showing the power of this battery. Here's another example of the Queen Bishop battery. This is a 1977 game. And this simple move is going to win a piece because of the threat of the queen attacking that square. You can easily win a piece like this. Here's an example of a queen rook battery where with queen h2 black has no defense against the following queen h8. That's showing the power of the queen rook battery. Here is an example showing the power from white perspective of the queen rook battery. Thanks for hanging in there. We're going to go to Boden's mate now, where the queen and the bishop pair are responsible for this spectacular type of attack, typically against a queenside castle position. Okay, so let's rock this one. So d5, this move wins at least a piece. And I'm just going to go through the motions, and you can see from black perspective, Boden's mate. You can see the two bishops working together. Here's a last example from white perspective, where the two bishops going to work together. You can see the one bishop already crossing here. So the moves can be queen coming in. And yeah, a couple of moves, but this is just showing the power of these two bishops. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button for more content to come your way. Enjoy.